All right, so we're back here, and so a bit convoluted. So let's just walk through a few things that look or make sense, right? So hopefully this will make clear. So we'll start with this is problem 8.3 on page 340 to 341. So in that section. So this question is asking us to project a winning candidate. So it talks about a certain candidate would receive 54.8% of votes. And we have this margin of error. I'm just calling it ME. And this is plus or minus 3%. So what does question A ask us? So part A says what? Give a point estimate for the proportion of all votes the candidate will receive. So this one is pretty easy. So the point estimate is already right here. That's 54.8. So we could do it's 54.8 or 0.548. Pretty easy. Okay, part B. Give an interval estimate for the proportion of all votes that the candidate will receive. Again, this is already pretty easy. They already gave us this information, right? And so what we would end up finding out to solve this one is that if we have 54.8 or if we call it 0.548, we would do 0.548 minus 0.03, which is going to equal 0.518. And we would also do, because there's a plus part, 0.548 plus 0.03. This is going to equal to 57.8. And we would have this range, so this interval is from 51.8% to 57.8%. Sometimes you'll see this notated. This is just something to keep in mind, right? Is that people will put like brackets and they'll do 51.8 bracket or colon 57.8 colon or bracket. So it doesn't really, you just know that is a way that some people do it. So then it's like, what's the difference between a point estimate and an interval estimate? So that's what it is for number C. Number C, so a point is just a specific number. And the interval is a range of numbers. Okay, not so bad, right? Pretty okay, right? So let's move on to 8.5. Also on the same page area, right? So basically, back in 2014, the U.S. government hacked a cell phone, and the German Chancellor Angela Merkel and found that out of 1,000 people interviewed, that there were 900 who said BS to bug phone. And out of 1,000 total people. All right. So first question is going to be for A is what is the point estimate here? Point estimate. Point est is going to be 900 divided by 1,000. Which is equal to 0.9. 90% of people interviewed believed that was not cool to do. And if we look at B, and so it says the Pew Research Center reports a margin of error at the, so we have a 95%. confidence interval, and the margin of error equals 4.5% for survey. And it's asking us, what does this mean exactly? So if we have this information, we have it, great. What exactly is it saying, right? So it's saying with probability of 95%, that the point estimate, so this is going to be 0.9, falls within 0.045 people who actually think this is BS. And so what this is basically saying is it's 90% plus or minus 4.5. So on one end, right, we would know that the range, right? So if we had this in a range, so it'd be 90. And on this positive end, it'd be 94.5% at the high end. And here at the bottom end, what is that? It's 83.5, is that right? No, excuse me, that's not right. That's too much. 85.5, is that right? Yes, 85.5. And this would be 85.5, right? So that's the range we're looking for. So between 85 to 90, 85 and a half and 94 and a half people think the US should not have done this. All right, so hopefully pretty easy, good thing to go over. So that's just a little introduction to concepts, and I'll see you guys in the next video.